Yeah, definitely it's not going to feel anywhere close to winter-like and pretty much for the foreseeable future. We do have a cool down coming potentially next week, but for the time being, for tomorrow morning, if you're going back to work, we do have that opportunity to see some freezing rain and a little bit of snow as this warm front, as a basically disturbance lifts across the area. So right now it's a special weather statement for the counties highlighted in this yellow shade, really from about 2 to 7 a.m. It's a light glaze of ice, nothing significant, but even that amount can cause some issues on roads, especially the ones that are less traveled. The good news with all this is the temperatures are rising tonight. So by the time you get to 7, 8 tomorrow morning, we're already going to be near or above freezing. So the road issue won't last too long, and that'll pretty much be it. But that is out there, especially if you're traveling earlier. Right now, the potential for ice, if you look at this light ice, and that means like a couple hundredths at the most, really the possibility is the highest along I-90 and further to the north too. You can see with this blue shade area there too, right there. That's basically right where the special weather statement is right now. So that's why it's out there for that potential. Once again, light icing, not significant. We can climb it through here. Really, it's about the time frame we get to about 3. We start seeing this line really of light freezing rain, snow mixing with some other sleet, and then turning to a little bit of light rain. It comes through La Crosse basically about 4 to maybe about 7. You can see blue and then some pink indicating that you could have light freezing rain, sleet, and some snow mixed with it. Notice the temperatures are near the 30, 31, or even 32. As you go further north, it transitions more to a light snow. Eau Claire, you're looking probably of about 5 to maybe 8 time frame when you're going to see this activity push across the area. In Rusk County, it may linger another hour or so, but by the time we get to about 7, 8 a.m., most of it's pushed off to the east. We're dealing with just some cloud cover. Notice the temperatures at or above freezing, and then by the afternoon hour, we'll start getting a little bit of clearing skies too. Some sun in the morning as we warm up really much. So that's what we're looking at. Now, if we kind of time it out, if you look at the I-90 corridor, you can see overall there's the activity with the slight icing about 5. It may transition at some point to wintry mix that may could sleet or snow. By the time you get to 7A along the I-90 corridor, it's all going to be pretty much done with. Maybe as you go further east to Sparta, Toma, and those areas, they might see it lingering to about 8 a.m. But beyond that, we should be good to go. But that is out there once again. Highs tomorrow, we're going to get back up the mid upper 30s. Some areas may get 40 in the afternoon as we get a little bit of sun in the morning. This is just the first day in a long stretch of a lot of 30s and 40s going on because that jet is well to the north. We got a lot of warm air to the south. We're actually going to get a nice pull of warm conditions all the way through Christmas. But notice towards the end after Christmas, warm Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we got a pretty good cold front that's going to come through, and we're going to get a push of Arctic air into the area. Now, the one thing against this is we're not going to have much snow on the ground. In fact, the snowpack going further north isn't that impressive. So this won't be as bad as we've seen in the past, and it's not going to last that long. Pretty progressive because we're going to warm right back up. And if you're looking at Christmas right now, a lot of cloud cover, mild conditions. We could see some fog depending on how we have snow on the ground. Fog is always a concern when you get these type of temperatures, especially when the overnight temperatures going into Christmas could stay above freezing. And there's also a little bit of chance of some light rain potentially as a weak system comes through Thursday night. But overall, minimum travel impacts minus the fog potential. Probably not going to see much. Probably going to be a brown forecast for a lot of areas. Unfortunately, we do cool down Saturday and Sunday behind that front. So we see Sunday and Monday back to the 20s. But if we look long term till the New Year's Eve in all those areas, we actually warm right back up too after that point. And we won't have much snow on the ground at that point also. So warming up is going to be a lot quicker too with these systems coming by until we get another snowpack.
Oh, all right. But
So,
this weekend, well, this week, I should say, looks fantastic.
for traveling wise, yeah, minus tomorrow morning. There's a brief period where we might have a little bit of concern. Otherwise, travel wise, yeah.
Good for the holiday
Very good,
season.
yep.
Thanks, Greg.